So this is a site. Basically, this project right here. Okay, it's just a field, some property, 9125 Northeast St. John's Road. Okay, I'll show you guys on Google Earth what it looks like right now. This is it. You see this? Just a house with a field, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's basically that's where this project is at. Now, I'm in second review of civil engineering. I'm basically 30 days away from the county telling me, "Hey, you're fully approved to start moving dirt and you can start installing all of these roads, sewer, water, curbs, sidewalk, everything." So I'm 30 days away from that. I'm into the project about 220,000. That's how much it cost me to get through all of that. Now, that includes all of my studies, so survey, geotech, traffic study, archaeological study. It included all of my planning fees, so I had to pay the county to meet with, like, I paid the county 50,000. It's crazy. I paid him 5,000 for the initial meeting. I paid him 25,000 for the next meeting, and then I paid him 20,000 for the engineering review because they have to get paid. It's what they charge. And then I had paid my civil engineer around 150,000. So rough, I'm at in it, approximately 220, 225. That's this one, sorry. Okay. So now that I've done all the paperwork, I'm closing on the land today because I'm pretty much approved. My contract is actually expiring March 7. I'm just going to close end of this month. So I'm going to close and but I'm most likely not going to start the site till around May because I need it not to rain. Okay. So I've gone through this process for about a year. Okay. That's the first stage of this development. It's paperwork. This is level three. Honestly, you can go build houses forever and never have to do this. Like you can build the one, two, three houses. You can build the six plexes. You don't ever have to do this. I just like it. All right. So now that I've done that, next I got bids for this. How much is it going to be to do this road? They told me 1.5 million roughly. Great. So I have my underground contractor who's going to build out the entire subdivision and he's charging me 1.5 million. So let's say, okay, I'm ready to go. This is a 50 lot subdivision I did a couple years ago, but I hire the underground contractor. He brings out his equipment. And as you can see, the first thing he does is he takes off all of this topsoil. So he's taking it all down basically to actual decent dirt is what I would call it. The topsoil is not it's not soil you want in the development. You want better soils that will actually hold roads and everything else. And as you can see, they're starting to cut the roads in. So this is where the road's going to go, like this. So they already started cutting it in. It's going to go all the way to the back, like this. So this is them
Hmm.
just out there with excavators doing all their thing. This is the first portion of the actual site development. You're going to see for the 27 lots. I'll give you guys updates every week. It's going to be slow. Every week's not going to change, but when you start looking at it on a monthly basis, the project will change. This again, this is like probably 2 weeks later. So 2 weeks worth of work. They're driving this equipment like over the site 10 times. And then as you can see, they started rocking this area. So you can see they're rocking the area for the road. They built this wall. They built this second wall and they've put all of the utilities. So these are manholes. So you see those metal
Are those
manholes.
houses stained, Arthur? Those
Yeah,
two
we
left.
left these. Yeah, we left these houses. It just made because this was all wetland. Technically, this is all wetland area. We couldn't develop. So when something's existing in a wetland, you can leave it.
So
So,
those are you own those houses, right?
well, we sold everything.
Sold everything.
Okay. So this is all the manholes, which is the big metal pieces that you see in a road. Well, they're not just a metal circle. It's a huge concrete, like 8 foot tall concrete container they have to put underground. I don't really care for this. I don't have to know the details. I just learned as I was there. I was there just asking a bunch of questions as they're working, just for fun. Anyways, so they bring that stuff on site. They're getting everything prepped, and as you can see now, it's turning into a subdivision. So
Okay.
this is part of the process of what they're doing. They've now rocked all of the roads. They've put sewer and water in. This is obviously a much, I didn't have the photo of them actually digging trenches, but they would dig like 10-foot trenches and put green piping in. So they put
Okay.
sewer, water, everything in, and then they poured this curb. As you can see, that's the new curb for the subdivision. And there's these little private roads that they're doing. And then we did retaining walls to keep the lots flat. So you can see this one's being formed up. Just like I pour a foundation, again, I'm not managing any of this. There's just one company. I pay them one bill. They have a project manager. They are managing it. And then as you can see here, this is all wetland, so I couldn't touch it. So I couldn't technically touch anything from over, well, let me change the color. That's why I left the homes. Here, wetlands, and here, wetlands. And so I got to get the road through. I had to pay $200,000. This is crazy. I had to pay $200,000 in wetland credits just to get the road through. It's kind of crazy, but it still made, this project still netted just on the sale of the lots, it was like 1.2 million. We sold it to LGI Homes, which is a
Nice.
national builder from Texas. So developing, we got the roads in, everything else, walls are going up, and then as you can see, this is the finished product. So um, they've installed a new road here. They obviously have to add the lines. They installed 80 the ramps, the curb like the ADA ramps for wheelchair access. They installed all the sidewalks everywhere, roads, and then we're required to add a road stub.
That's
We
cool.
created these lots. These are all lots here. This is how this one was. It's basically 50 lots. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and that's it. So you had 50 of them. And D.R. Horton originally was going to buy it. They backed out, so sold it to LGI. Let's see if I
Oh,
can.
you sold all the lots,
Yeah,
all the
all the
lots.
lots were sold to LGI Homes. So if I go to the subdivision, it's actually really close. This is where I'm at right now, and it is off 99th, right off Burgerville. There it is. All right, and look what you see now. Houses. Oh, did you
Hey,
drive through? Dang it. They don't have it's not there yet. But let's see if I can see some homes. All right. Yeah, there you go. You see the houses in the back, townhomes. So they're all done and built out. So that's how a subdivision works, right? So you can see this. You got Crazy Lady and
where's her driveway? Did you have to like make her one?
yeah, right here. It was an existing driveway. I had to just right here. So she
Ah, I
drives
see.
in this way. So
Arthur, did
that's
you have to have the wetland stuff figured out prior to closing, or was that
yep.
like while you were under
So
contract?
that's exactly why I do not close on development deals until I have my permits approved or I'm close to it. Okay. So this project right here, I got my feasibility done, check mark, and I went through a land use hearing. So I got my land use approved. Basically says you can develop this for the next 5 years. That right there is the biggest meeting. Once I have those two, I'm comfortable enough to close. But then the next step is engineering, ENG. This is just how am I going to build the roads? How are the sewer going to go? How tall is the curb? Like they have everything mapped out to the half inch, and the excavator has to install it perfect. I would say underground contractor because excavator is one thing. Underground contractor is a huge, they have everything. They have piping crews, they have concrete crews, they have everything. So this is called land use. This is the most important stage for me right here. Feasibility is where I find out all the problems. So during feasibility, I found out that there was a bunch of wetland issues and everything else. Long story short, we got the sellers to drop the price 200 grand. I'm spending 200 grand on the wetlands. I got them to drop 200 grand. So that's why, because I didn't close on it and I didn't buy it, I have the negotiation power to reduce the price. Because I told them, hey, as long as it's developable per what I see, and then I meet with them. Hey, look, my wetlands are going to cost me 200,000. I now have to do this. I have to do this. It was like $300,000 of work. They lowered the price 200.
So how did you make him not close? Did you just like give him like a period that you want to close through,
Long-term contract.
and then they
So
just
every single one of my developments, 120-day feasibility and an 18-month closing is what I do.
oh,
Yep. And when they say 18 months, that's crazy. Here's what I tell them. Okay, Mr. Seller, no problem. Your property today without any development is worth 500,000. I have no problem. I will close cash for 500,000 with the risk of not understanding the full development issues.
and if you did understand, how much
And
would
I
it be?
tell them, and I say, and this allows me to understand that I have room and I can just make it happen. Or I can go through the process. It's going to take me about a year, up to a year and a half. And it's not a matter of if I can develop, It's just a matter of when. I've got to jump through all of the processes. You can call the county and tell them to speed it up and get it done in 60 days. The problem is it takes them over a year. So I'll go through everything. I'm going to spend a couple $100,000 to get this development approved. Once it's approved, the bank is going to value it at 900,000. I'm willing to write that check for 900,000 because the value is now there. Today it's 500,000. You can decide, would you like to close in 30 days at 500 or give me that 18 months, which allows me that timing to go through the process and get it complete, then I can close. You also have to understand, Mr. Seller, I'm spending 200,000 on this project. When it's complete, if for some reason I disappear, is your property now worth 500,000 or 900,000? 900,000. So you win, I lose. I'm going to move forward and close on the property because that's the only thing that would make sense at that time. Okay, got it. Great. I'm like, I got the contract in the car. Do you want to sign? Sure. I go get the contract. We sign. Every week inside Buildup, I'm sitting down with students, running the numbers, putting performance together, going through the entire step-by-step process and building out that team, and then giving them actual actionable items to work on until that next week call. If you're ready to get in the game, you want to do the exact same thing and become part of this Buildup room and come into the room every single week. Click that link below, fill out your application, and our team will be reaching out to you.